to Farming with Kels. It is day number 2 of harvest. Let's go do it. I'm about to open up the field, kind of. Dad actually did the other side of the field. We met kind of in the middle here, close to the road. He went to grab the boxes, and I'm gonna take over combining. So I'm opening up this side of the field. Here we go. Actually, I'm gonna save that outer pass for another time. Working on this here first. We'll get that, but sometimes it's easier to do the inside pass before you do the outer edge, especially along fence lines and pocket gopher mounds and all this stuff, you know, around the head ends. But working really good. This field is so beautiful. I love this field. It's pretty big. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Longer rows. Get stuff done. Feel like you do anyway. Well, what the heck we got going on here? Usually that happens when the beans get tough at night. You start pushing and everything. Perhaps it was this? Yeah, I think so. It was laying right in front of the pile. Everybody cruising right along. Time to unload again. Just getting the auger swinged out here. First box is good and full. The second box here, just one more. This, whatever I have in here, will be probably good enough for that one. There we go. Typically we do not unload with the tarp side, but it's the way it's gonna work out here. They're lined up, ready to go out of the approach nicely, and that's more important. Because the way we farm, no till, strip till operation, the less compaction, the better. So the less you have to bring the heavy box around, the better. So they're facing out towards the approach, ready to go. I'm just watching the camera here and filling it up. There we go. There goes the MVP, my dad, taking the beans back to the farm. Woo! Going through a bit of a hill like this. But with this Macton head, you know, it just does wonders. It's smooth sailing through any kind of rolly, you name it, kind of ground. And no, nobody is paying me to say that. I've said this in the past. I really like this Macton head. It is the FD75S. It's 35 feet. That's what I'm rolling with. And I guess I didn't even tell you guys yesterday. Most of you maybe know, I don't know. Maybe you're new to my channel. I hope so. And if you're not, I'm glad you're still around. This is a 7230 combine that I'm running here. It's my dad's. Again, just farming with my dad here, central Minnesota. We are no-till, strip-till. So I kind of talk about that a lot. The beans, I guess, overall, it's only day 2, I guess, but very impressed. We had good moisture this summer. August kind of tapered off on rain, but actually filled out the pods nice. And no, we didn't get that like freezing cold, like, you know, anything below 32 there. It's 87 degrees today. I think it's the 3rd of October. And that's crazy for central Minnesota. It's gonna drop down soon. In temps, but we didn't get that killer frost, so not everything, you know, is coming in the machine all evenly spread, super great conditions. Some fields, depends on, you know, this is a little bit earlier bean than the stuff we did yesterday, but this stuff here is actually, it was looking farther ahead. It's an earlier bean, but actually has more moisture than the stuff we did last night, which was like a later bean. So kind of crazy, give or take, you know, you never know what you're gonna get. This material though, or the material on the actual stalk, it's a little bit wet, but it's not like super wet like last night as well. It lost a lot more leafy material, but the beans overall are still on the drier side. We're seeing about 11 to 12% right now. Yeah, I'm full, but I'm not actually full. The hopper here, where the grain goes, beeps at me, gives me a 3/4, and beans it's more like 50%, but corn it's 3/4, so you kind of gotta, or quarter, or whatever you wanna say there. So when it beeps full like that, I have a lot of wiggle room actually. And like I showed you earlier, I have a camera that shows that. Anyways, yeah, the beans, the condition is, you know, different every field you go to, but I'm liking this one because I can go a little bit faster with the less, you know, material still hanging out there other than the pods. And our sample is a lot cleaner today. We've adjusted, of course, you know, concave, rotor speed, all that throughout the day. As the day goes on, it's almost sundown time here, so might change the rotor a little bit, but it's not grumbly. It's loving it right now, so we're rolling with it. And the reason I say that is, well, that we're changing that all the time is beans do change a lot. We couldn't start super early because, well, that was our plan, but it didn't go as planned. Imagine that, farming. Because there was a lot of fog this morning unexpectedly and no mile-an-hour winds. It was just kind of dead air, so. But we're going, and it's going really good. Beautiful sunshine. It's dang near too hot, I would say, maybe a little bit. For the beans though, because, well, we got to get them off because, you know, the longer they just stay out here, it's just going to get worse and worse. But time of day when you harvest too, like some guys wait in the middle of the day on hot days like this because, I mean, we debated it honestly, because behind the head here, you got to watch how much beans are being, well, on the ground and not in your tank. That's not good. And there's been a little bit more than we'd like to see, but it's really not bad. But yeah, it's not shattering at the cab. The head's doing a good job, but the beans are still shattering. And you're gonna see that effect behind your bean head here on the ground. Things to watch for. not all conditions can be perfect, and no setting out there is ever truly perfect, but we try and try to get as perfect as we can be, no matter if it's the concaves we're running with, if it's the setting in the cab, if it's the time of day we try to go get this done. So I am turning into the sun here, so probably not a good filming opportunity, so I'm gonna stop talking, but yeah, I figured I'd let you know a little bit about what the conditions are like out here and what we're rolling with, and we'll see what we do later today. Cutting the beans at a little bit of an angle today. I do have GPS going finally. I've been using it maybe around. So yeah, I definitely just like to drive it still, but it is nice to use GPS as well. You can really zone in on other factors that you need to. But yeah, it's going really good. The reason we're doing it at an angle, well, to switch it up, every field's a little bit different, and we like to kind of play around with it. Some fields we do cut straight, and that means we'll follow the row exactly down, you know, how it's planted. But I don't even know if you can tell in this video here that it is at an angle, but it's really just not a dramatic angle, and that's sometimes perfect for us because, yeah, I guess if you do every field the same, it's just constant wear on the same sickle pattern, and it's nice to switch it up to give the sickles a little bit of a break, yeah, okay, but you know, a different wear pattern, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So there is science, a little bit of science behind all this, but actually a lot of it is science, but trial and error, and roll with it. Well, everybody, just a little footage here of the beans and the best time of day, sunset hour. Woohoo! Do I have the best dad out there? Yes. I repeat, do I have the best dad out there? Yes. That's one way to finish up the field. I only got half the head going here. Running out of steer though, so that's how it came out. Up against the head ends, of course. Then we'll be on to the next field. We ain't quitting yet. Lots more to do tonight. Entering a new field here, just finished up. I didn't even film, but finished up a little field, and off to the next one here. It's a little bit into challenging hour with the beans. Not bad, but these definitely got a little bit more material hanging on them, and it is getting later in the night, so we'll see. I would love to finish this field tonight. We can move location then for tomorrow, but we'll see.